It's the NFL on EA Sports. And up next is Darius Slay. He's one of the last guys you want to target in coverage. It's the Pioneers and the Dreadnoughts. And it's all up next.
Now from the host city of so many Pro Bowls, we're on the island of Oahu in the capital city of Honolulu, Hawaii. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the Pioneers of St. Louis taking on the Dreadnoughts of Honolulu.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Honolulu first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
A give for Taylor running right side.
And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain.
2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Looking for Tunyon on the crosser, and he's got it complete.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
When you look at this defense,
well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
That looked great when he first took off, because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with this 4th down call.
so he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time.
They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
It also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 112 yards, and a touchdown.
And that put him over 1,000 yards for the season. And the benchmark for running backs, 1,000 yards. The same for receivers. When you have that kind of a year, you've had a monster one.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it.
That one complete to Parker.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for him. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Williams will try again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Gold is good.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
3 catches down this afternoon, the same number he had all of last week. Also, it's a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts. He'll go right back to Tunyon.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15. 15 yards here.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down.
At the 45-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Christian Barmore in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
So on fourth down, on is the punter Ryan Wright.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Jack Fox now. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hurts.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Burrow will throw.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They're passing here. Joe Burrow
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. throwing now. Burrow on first down. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's Burrow.
Going quickly there, but it's incomplete.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Here's Jack Fox on to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 18. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Judy. He's got it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
They go play action with Hurts. That ball caught by Slayton.
And he's got this down to the 35. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Rasul Douglas picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Burrow.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
3rd down and 10.
Now it's Burrow.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Burrow on play action. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now it's Burrow. And going to go down again.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. On third down, here's Taylor. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Back out comes this offense now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
That's the former Buckeye Pete Warner getting the sack.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Not too much to show you scoring-wise in that first half. Just a couple of field goals make up all the scoring. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're close to a breakthrough, and things should open up as we move along.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said we're fortunate.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
After the pick six, here's Burrow again.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. And they go play action now. Burrow going deep here for Parker. They've got his man complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work in practice being put into the game.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Burrow now off the bootleg. And it's caught. Touchdown. Michael Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Pioneers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw. This one complete to Tunyon underneath.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a 2nd defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He'll go right back to Tunyon.
So the completion good for just 3. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That is caught.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The gain that time, 13 yards to reset him 1st and 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
but plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
And 10 yards to go.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. He's got his target. That's complete.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays high.
Hurts throw here into the hands of Moore.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a yard.
At the 12-yard line.
Throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaking him.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Throwing is Hurts. Going right side, he finds Slayton. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
Pocket number 2 brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Hurts.
Touchdown!
Jerry Jeudy
From 8 yards out. And his guys are going to take the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent, and that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On second down, Burrow over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Calling a gain of a yard, and that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Burrow looking to pass. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Well, the Honolulu offense making its return to the field now. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partners, a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
69 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fit defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And
he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Christian Barmore able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Well, it's been a little bit of feast or famine because he's thrown for decent yardage, and obviously they've got the lead, Charles, but now he's been sacked 4 times.
And what I'm focusing on is his toughness in the pocket. Because you mentioned the feast or famine part, he's played well in between being dumped on his back. But every time he's had a chance to throw the football, he's been impressive.
And now hold everything here as the challenge flag is out. And we're going to get a review of that last play. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped him for no gain.
But now this offense comes back out onto the field.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down.
Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter.
3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. He gets it to Thomas. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
But Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now Burrow. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Pioneers are an extra point away from tying this game here on the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now goal for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On first down, Hurts. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. From the gun, it's Taylor. There he goes, left side. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. 123 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll set up a throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Moore. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
On 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Now Burrow on first down. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now it's Burrow. Short throw underneath to Hurst. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Again, that's Hurst. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Burrow now off the bootleg, steps away. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Burrow.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
1st down, Pioneers.
Burrow will throw.
This one swung out to Williams.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. Now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense, just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you. But you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Hurts to throw. Pass complete to Taylor.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. Connects with Slayton.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They drive some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Pass complete, Tunyon.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. This time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Finding more on the out route for the completion. They come up now on 2nd and 2. On the option left, it's Hurts.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Throwing is Hurts.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Oh, boy, this sets up for a huge call now on 4th down, because you can try the long field goal, you could go for it, or you could punt and play for overtime. I am so glad, partner, that I don't have to make those kind of decisions. Let's see what they decide.
Yeah, this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 17-yard line.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. And we have free football overtime. Here we go, my friend.
And the way this game played out, this is exactly how it should end, going to overtime, because neither one got an advantage today.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
1st down, here's Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game. And, boy, they did it well.
So possession goes over here on the punt.
The Honolulu offense set to take over possession of the football. Well, their defense, they did the important thing. They got the stop. They didn't allow a point, but now they're backed up here pretty far, Charles. Going to need a significant drive to try to get into position for the game-winning field goal.
Yeah, partner, don't you think that defense is on the sidelines right now saying, don't come to us with your problems about where you're starting. We did the important part. We kept them off the board, kept us in the ball game. Find a way to maneuver it downfield, at least get into field goal range, and get us a win.
Next score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, 1st down.
The goal for any offense defense versus his own defense. Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A quick throw cut out wide by Judy.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be second down. Back to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good. In overtime, he's able to split the uprights. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end.
Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Honolulu,
their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, we'll see how this affects their playoff standing as they fall to 7-4 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.